Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we finally have more Indian food. It is that time of year where I start craving Indian food like crazy. So I got a bunch of stuff today. This is all store-bought stuff because honestly the store-bought stuff, there have been some store-bought things that I've found to be even better than some of the restaurant things that I've tried. So I've had everything in front of me before except for this. This is a butternut curry. My sister has tried this sauce and she says it's really good, so I'm pretty keen to see how it is. And then I just added vegan chicken to it. This is some vegan coconut korma. I tried it I think 2 taste tests ago. Then we have some Whole Foods, oh no, these are Trader Joe's vegan samosas, and then these are Whole Foods vegan samosas. We have some Trader Joe's garlic naan that I put some extra vegan butter and garlic butter on top. Then Trader Joe's vegetable biryani, and then underneath the naan I have some basmati rice. And then I also have some cola today. And my mushroom cup. Alright, let's start with samosas. I'm going to start with the Trader Joe's ones. These are just potato and pea, I'm pretty sure. Solid samosa. It's crispy on the outside, has a lot of Indian spice. These are better than I remember. They're very light and easy to eat too. Okay. Whole Foods samosas. The outside is a lot more bready. The Trader Joe's ones have more of like an egg roll or spring roll wrapping on the outside. These are more bready and more potatoey. Alright, I'm gonna have, actually no, I'm just really wanting to try this. I'm not exactly sure, maybe I should read the thing. Indian simmer sauce, creamy coconut, and warm ginger. Alright, let's try it. Wow. That's really good. It's slightly sweet. Very mild. Mmm. That's good. I really like it. I probably rate it, I don't know yet, but it's good. I would get it again. Okay, this is not cooperating. This is the coconut korma. Mmm. Yum. This one also has a slight sweetness to it. It's good. I forgot how much I love this biryani. Mmm. So much flavor. Honestly, the biryani might be my favorite right now. It's just so, it's divine. That's how I would describe it. Okay. Some naan. Mmm. Sorry I'm not talking a lot. This is just so good. Whenever I have Indian food, or just good food in general, I just don't talk because I just want to eat the food. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. If you can get any Indian food or any of these Indian dishes, highly recommend. They're really good. And I love them. So if you try them out and you like them, let me know. This biryani has cashews in it, and I love that. It reminds me of this Chinese dish I used to eat when I lived in China. If you didn't know, I used to live in China. And it had peanuts in it. It was very common to have like peanuts in some of the dishes there. It wasn't my first choice at the time, but looking back on it, they were really good. Really good dishes. Oh my gosh. The other day, I was working and my coworker, she wasn't working with me at the time, but every time we have worked together in the past, she always gets upset when people order like 1 to 2 hours before we close. In person is fine, but online orders, sometimes it can get a little bit annoying. So she always complains about that, which is fine because sometimes I get annoyed too. But literally the other night, during my shift, it's like an hour and a half before closing, I get an online order to make a cookie dough banana split, which is not the most fun thing to make an hour and a half before closing because it's kind of a heftier item. And I thought it was kind of funny because the person who ordered it online had the same name as my coworker. So I make the order and the driver comes and picks it up, and then I get a text from my coworker and she said, "I just ordered from work, guys," winky face. And I'm like, so it was you. And she ordered an hour and a half before closing, which usually she gets upset about that when other people do it. So I was like, wow, okay, I see how it is. But it's okay, I still love her. Everybody has their own reason as to why they order later. Some people work, so that's the only time they can order. Just have to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. Oh my gosh. But that same night, we get a call. I think it was about 15 minutes before we were actually closing. So I answer it, and there's this guy on the other end, and he's like, are you guys open? And I was like, yeah, but we close in about 15 minutes. And he's like, if we get there in 12 minutes, can we order something? And I was like, yeah, but I can't guarantee that there will be fresh rolls because we're about to close. And he was like, so can we get them for free? And I was like, how does that work? How can you get free rolls if we don't even have any? I didn't say that, but that was going on in my head. I was like, did that make sense to you? Did you just hear what you said? Once again, I didn't say that, but I did say, no, probably not. And he's like, ah, like dramatically. And I was like, kind of just waiting for him to say something else. And then he said, all right, we'll try to get there as soon as we can. And I was like, okay, great. Mind you, we had already done all of our things to close. We'd cleaned up everything. And then 3 minutes before closing, this guy comes in with his wife, I'm assuming, and his or her mom, and then their child. And they proceed to start looking at the menu, and they're reading off the toppings that go on the cinnamon rolls. And I was like, sorry guys, we don't have any fresh cinnamon rolls. I said that, but like we didn't have any rolls. And they're like, okay. And they continue reading the list of toppings or whatever. And I was like, we don't have any rolls. And they look at me and they're like, you don't have any rolls at all. And I was like, no, we're 3 minutes away from closing. And they got distraught. I don't know, it was just, they started behaving very unkindly and almost very childish. Like the wife was like, we drove all this way, and like I felt bad, I really did, but you could tell they were dramatizing everything. And I could tell the little boy, I was like, we have baked goods you can get, like stuff that's already made and ready to go. And I can tell that their son, he was looking at the cookies and he wanted something. But then the wife was like, no, I just wanted a cinnamon roll. And then they left. And I was like, okay, that was a situation. I'm just glad they didn't make anything, like a bigger deal out of it. I just felt so bad for the little boy. I was so tempted to give him a cookie, but then it would have made the whole situation worse because he would have been like, you said no free stuff or whatever, you know? It would just make things complicated. So that was the situation. It kind of made me sad, but what can you do, you know? Plus, they were not being very kind about it. But I still felt bad. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is delicious. I'm just having so much fun. I love rice. How can food be so good? Indian food is that type of food that's scary because it's so good. I love these little dumplings in the biryani. It's such a fun addition. If you guys have had Indian food before, what is your favorite Indian dish? I think mine is still, it's so hard. I love chana masala, but I also love Trader Joe's. Their tikka masala, their vegan tikka masala is so good. I'm so full, you guys, but like I said, Indian food is scary because it's so good. I just want to keep eating it. So I'll just finish off this naan and I'll call it good. Last bite. Alright guys, that is the end of today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. This was all so good. I think my favorite was definitely the biryani and the naan, but the korma was really good. I loved how sweet it was. It was more sweet than the curry, but that was really good as well. And then obviously the samosas were really good. Everything 9 or 10 out of 10. So good. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and if you want to see more, and don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!